This video review is sponsored by LuckyPacks.com. Hey guys, welcome to another video review brought to you by BuyMeAnIPhone.com. I'm Omar, and the product I'm going to be showing you guys today is probably a product you've heard of before, or maybe you're familiar with, and it is the Bodyguardz full body protection screen shield for your iPhone 3G or 3GS. So I'm going to give you guys a close-up of this on my phone and kind of just tell you about my experience that I've had with the Bodyguardz. Okay, so let's go to the close-up camera now. Alrighty guys, so here we got the packaging for the Bodyguardz. So when you buy this costs $24.99 or $24.95, I'm sorry. And when you purchase this, the cool thing about Bodyguardz is different from like Invisible Shield or some of the other companies that make screen shields, is that they give you two sets of each. So 2 sets of the front shield, 2 sets of the back, and in each set, okay? And the reason for that is it's not the easiest thing to apply them on there, okay? And I'm gonna be quite honest with you guys. Like I mentioned earlier, I think I mentioned it earlier. So here's the one front, and here's the one back, okay? So when I first applied this, I actually filmed a video demonstration, I was going to include in this review, a video of me applying these to my phone. By the end of it, it was like a 10-minute video, and I decided not to include it in here. But basically, I had no good luck with the back screen shield. And I wasn't, I kind of figured it would go that way. I've used the Invisible Shield, the back protection shield for the Zag Invisible Shield. I had no luck with that one as well. For this one, additionally, I had no luck. I spent basically 10 minutes on camera trying to smooth the back of the shield onto the back of my iPhone, and it wasn't happening. So I did manage to put the front one on, which was easy enough. So the front one's on there. The back one, no, didn't work. And I kind of just gave up after 10 minutes. I basically got really wet. I applied it to the back, and so I got it to where all the air bubbles were out and everything. The problem I was having was with the corners, which I would admit that's probably the most difficult part of the whole thing, is the corner, because it's an odd shape. It's rounded off. It's it's smooth. So yeah, so I wasn't able to apply it. So hopefully if you were to purchase it, you would have better luck than me. I guess I'm not skilled enough to do so. So it was pretty much an epic fail for me to be able to apply the back one on here. Oh yeah, also let me show you guys. It does have that. It does come with a solution spray. So basically, you have to get this screen shield nice and wet, soaking wet. Don't spray your device directly. This is basically just like water and baby shampoo is what this is. And so there's lots of it in there, so you can use it very much as you want to. Spray the shield, get it nice and soaking, dripping wet. Place it on here, and then you use the squeegee card to squeegee out all the bubbles off the thing. Now keep in mind, when you're doing this, do not touch the inside of the shield. The part that's actually adhering to your phone, don't touch it, because if you do, you'll leave fingerprints on that, and then you might as well forget it then, because you'll have a fingerprint on the inside of your shield for the life of however long you have it on there. So one thing to keep in mind. But they do this. This actually recommends you to spray your fingers too, your hands, so that way it may be a little more difficult to get your fingerprints on that. So I still have that second pair in here. I might give the back another try, but it was pretty frustrating, so I figured I'm just going to stick with the front shield, okay? Now, as far as the front shield goes, and I'm going ahead and compare this again to Invisible Shield. I don't like comparing products a lot, just because there's different factors involved, price and material and different things like that. But let's just go into, when I used it, I know everyone's going to ask me in the comments, how does this compare to Invisible Shield? I actually like the Bodyguardz texture much more than Invisible Shield. Now, granted, I haven't tested Invisible Shield in a very long time, okay? Maybe they've changed the material they're using. I doubt it, but it's quite possible. Okay, but from the last one that I used, I noticed the Invisible Shield was tacky and sticky almost. It wasn't smooth, like glassy feeling. It was like it was thick, and it was well, it's hard to explain. Like thick, rubbery kind of feeling. The Bodyguardz is very smooth. It actually doesn't feel much different from the screen. It's still very smooth. Fingerprints barely show up on it at all. I'm not sure. Can you kind of see some of those fingerprints on there? There we go. Well, yeah, in the light you can see it. When I'm looking straight at it, I don't see any fingerprints, but oh, there they are. You can kind of see the fingerprints, but it does repel a little bit, pretty good, and it's easy to clean off, very smooth. But like I said, one of the things to keep in mind, and especially in regards to me, let me go ahead and clean the screen real fast, is that if you use this with cases, like a leather case, because I use a lot of leather cases, I noticed that since this shield is so thick, it kind of takes on the shape or indentations of the leather. And I'm trying to see if I can show that to you. Can you kind of see that in the corners over there, like over here? Basically, when I'm looking at it, I have like a line right here, I have a line right here. There's like a line framing the screen. So when you use leather with this shield, it's kind of like pushes on it, which isn't that big of a deal, but when you take it off, it's like, oh, that's super obvious. There's like a big gash right there. Oh, there it goes. Can you see it right there? Right there, you can kind of see it. Not a big issue of touching it because it's not even on the touchscreen, but it is something you can see. And sometimes when I use my leather case, it would lift up on the corner just a little bit. Not by much, but just a bit. So they're not really big issues, but there's just things you want to think about. And I'm probably not going to take this screen shield off though. I've already gotten a few light scratches on my iPhone 3GS, which blows my mind. With my first generation iPhone and my 3G iPhone, not one scratch to the screen. I'm not sure why. I think maybe because the new iPhone 3GS has that what's it called, oleophobic, something to that. It's some type of coating that they put on the screens now to kind of prevent it from getting fingerprints and oils from your face sticking to it. And so I think because of that coating, this is just my guess. I really don't know. I think maybe because of that coating, it scratches a little bit lighter than before. But like I said, my two other first iPhones, not one scratches on my screen. Matter of fact, my wife now has my 3G and it still doesn't have any scratches on it. And she doesn't even protect the screen. But this one, I have tons of little light scratches everywhere. So when Bodyguardz sent this out to me, you know, I slapped this thing on as fast as I could. You know, bad luck with the back part. I mean, maybe it's just my skills. I didn't have any good luck with it. But the cool thing is that, you know, for $24.95, they give you both. It's not like you have to buy just the front or just the back. They give you both of them. It's cheap. It's 25 bucks. You get 2 pairs of each. You messed it up the first time. Who knows? Maybe I'll try it again to get the back one on there. I doubt it just because I use so many different cases. I'd probably have to pull it off eventually anyways. But if you are the type of person that likes your phone being naked or uses like a holster type of case where you put your phone in your hip but you take your phone out and it's naked while you're using it, I would definitely recommend a product like this. It's really definitely hardcore scratch resistant. You can probably get you can get paper clips or a nail or something, you rub it up against here, it will not scratch your screen unless you're like really hard with it, or like if you put this in your pocket with keys, it won't scratch it up at all. So really good protection. But like I said, you know, the back of the phone is plastic now and that scratches really easily. So if you keep your phone naked most of the time, I'd recommend checking one of these out and giving it a shot yourself and see if you can put the back on yourself. $24.95, can't go wrong, guys. Bodyguardz screen shield. I'll give you guys the links to purchase this if you're interested in the description on YouTube or underneath the video if you're watching this on buymeaniphone.com. Okay, guys? So that's going to be it for today. The Bodyguardz for the iPhone 3G and 3GS. Till next time, guys.